Born in Brittany, where the horse reared in danger, where the stones grow, where the dragon's teeth spike out of the silt, where dissembling is cast into the sand and the sunlight, where music is played, fingers linked and there is dust on the path to the beach, and he sinks a sea dry. He leaped, 1 foot on St. Michael's Mount, and onward to Cornwall, where on Bodmin Moor saw 2 lovers kiss, and then to Crackington Haven, where piskies with false top hats and garlands fish for mermaids with broken nets, where Arthur in strata of shale lies with ammonites curled as sleeping serpents. And there he lit a fire with the breath from his eyes and the tears from his heart, ripped open for fuel, and they gathered round all, those with music and those with poesy, the fox and the badger, the owl and the newt, the red-capped squirrel, the rat and the dog, his eye patch glowing. And there they feasted on the flowers of the forest and the bones of Gog Magog. And then to Appledore he flew, on tangles of skeins borne by swift and swallows' wings, where Vikings he slew as he pierced through the slate, and there he dined on spinach and broke soft bread, and brought granite to Dartmoor, and red earth to Devon beneath the oxidizing desert sun, and in creating remembered 3 things: truth, lies, and the liminal. Then, on the 2nd day, on Salisbury Plain, he spat his milk teeth out. In Avebury, left a necklace. The mound at Silbury was his mother's pap, and while skating on the pig's blood stream at Calne, he drew a map on his forehead, sharing the way to Castle Rock, jumped a train and was there in an instant, as he'd long since forgotten that time is not linear, and at Alderley Edge, communing with the dapples between green leaves and mossed branches, stroked the lady's unicorn's horn and found himself in France, where he founded the great tapestry of Paris with a matchbook, 3 stubbed-out gitanes, and a tumbler of pastis mixed into a pallet on the left bank, while all the while he remembered 3 things: truth, lies, and the liminal. On the 3rd day he floated down the Seine on his back, fought fencing bouts in Normandy, was bejewelled in Le Havre, saved immigrants on his stomach, and swam to London, where the marsh lands and the towers reek, and he dined with the good and the bad and the meek, and vomited eels on several side streets while tossing pennies into buckets, hats and whores with gentleness, and escaped through the tunnels that don't exist. And then the Thames, under Isis, under Cherwell, where with the scoop of a spoon he made the canal, and he curled, bobbing on its surface in a matchbox, for how many years you'd like to tell, while all the while he remembered 3 things: truth, lies, and the liminal. On the 4th day, he crawled back into the womb of story to rest. And this is his history, and all that is written is true.